Hi there everyone, it's your Pamper Chef consultant Ann Miller. What are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about one of my favorite things, which is sheet pan cooking. I love sheet pan cooking for a couple of different reasons. It's a really easy way to cook. It's like one pan cooking, right? You do everything on the same pan. I also love it because I love things that are roasted, because roasting brings out the natural flavors and sugars in foods, especially things like vegetables and root vegetables especially. It just brings out this wonderful sweetness. So I love to do like root vegetables on a sheet pan in the oven. I also, of course, you can do meats. We are going to do a meat today. One of my favorite things to do with the sheet pan is the way my wonderful Italian friend taught me how to make chicken cutlet parm. I love it because you don't dirty your oven top up. You know, when you're making chicken cutlet parm in a fry pan on the stovetop, it tends to spatter everywhere and you got it all over your oven top, all over your backsplash. It's just a big mess. Well, you can do chicken parm on a sheet pan. What you do is you do it under the broiler, and it just browns it up so nice, and you flip it. You can do like mass quantities. For instance, I made a not chicken cutlet parm, but I made lemon chicken. I made chicken piccata for my son's wedding reception. It was a small, very small wedding reception here at our house, and I made that for his wedding reception. It was great because I was able to do it in a matter of hours right here at the house in the oven, and I was able to do it the day before, and then I just kind of warmed it up. So that's one of my favorite sheet pan things, but we're not making that today. We're gonna make a beautiful sausage and pepper and onion sheet pan meal today. So let's talk about our prize piece of equipment that we're using today. This is our beautiful Pamper Chef sheet pan. I love this pan because of its weight. I love how heavy it is. Heaviness is important because you know that it won't warp. I always like to bring out another sheet pan. I bought this at like Sam's Club. The difference in weight is really noticeable. The Pamper Chef pan is a lot heavier. This pan will warp and bubble up in the middle, and that's not very desirable if you're doing especially things whenever you have like what we're doing with these sheet pan meal. You're gonna have oil in there, so you don't want the oil to pool. So obviously if your pan is warping, the oil is gonna settle to the lowest place, right? And so you're gonna have all your oil in one place, so where there's not oil, it's gonna tend to burn. I just like to kind of tap on it. Hear how deep that sounds, and how this sounds a lot tinier. Yeah, it's because this pan is a lot lighter. So I always like to compare the two. There really is a difference. There really is a difference. Another thing I like about this great pan is got a non-stick finish. Cleans up like a dream. It cleans up so very well. I don't even have to put it in the dishwasher. I usually just wash it by hand in the sink because it cleans up so well. All right, so talked about our pan. Let's talk about our ingredients for our beautiful sheet pan meal. We got some gorgeous peppers, one green and one red, and we're gonna do some onions. Of course, I have our handy dandy non-skid flexible plastic cutting board. I love these. I have like 2 sets, always in rotation in my kitchen. Use them all the time. I love them because you can pop them in the dishwasher. They're totally dishwasher safe, and they all have some really interesting little tidbits that help you out on cooking. We're going to be using a couple of our beautiful knives. A lot of times people will ask me, what's my favorite thing that Pamper Chef sells? Hands down, it's got to be our forged cutlery knife set. It's absolutely gorgeous. You can kind of see it right there in my kitchen, always on my countertop. I love them because they are quality made. They will rival any knife you find at a Shishi coffee or a Shishi kitchen shop, excuse me. They're just quality made, German steel. They fit really nice in your hand. They're designed very well. They're very balanced. They're very balanced, so they'll just slice right through your food, keep a very nice edge, and this is something that you can hand down to your kids. Don't put them in the dishwasher. They need to be washed by hand. Matter of fact, mine never even go in the sink. Mine sit on the side of the sink, and then they get washed up shortly after I use them. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna just slice our, whoop, I washed them, but I left the sticker on there. Didn't see the sticker. All right, so we're just gonna slice our peppers open here. That. Talk about another great little tool. This is the Scoop Loop. This tool is really handy around Halloween because it'll scrape out a pumpkin really well. It's also great for what we're doing now, scraping out the inside of a green pepper. See how I can just kind of twist my wrist there just a little bit and scoop out all the innards of our pepper. Lickety split, right? How quick is that? Such a great handy little tool. And it's great because it's not sharp, so little kids can help you out in the kitchen, right? I've got some youngsters in my house, no babies anymore. Now I got grandbabies, but I know that my little grandbaby loves to help out in the kitchen. So I love that I have some tools that I know that he can help me, and I know that he won't get cut. All right, so we're just gonna do this last one. We've got seeds flying everywhere. Scoop that out, and then just use this great tool to just kind of scrape the inside there. All right, got my peppers done. How about you? But I'm not real fussy about the seeds. A couple seeds stay in there. Just extra roughage, that's what I say. All right, we got our onion. Just gonna kind of chop it up a little bit here. Hopefully that's enough to fit in. That's my oven beeping. We got it preheating. I have it preheating to 425. With sheet pan cooking and roasting, you do want your oven temperature pretty high. So it is at 425. Next, we are going to talk about our amazing tool. I love this thing. What's it called? The Rapid Prep Mandolin. Do you see how nice and tidy it is? Okay, it holds up so nice and tidy, so it'll fit into your kitchen cupboard without taking too much space up. This is where the magic happens. See how easy that is to open up. This is the hopper where all the goodies end up. Slides right into there, lickety split. Oh, I said it, lickety split. I gotta open it all the way. There we go. See how it fits in there so well? Fits into the little grooves. Underneath here, I'm going to show you. This is where, let me take it apart. This is where you can do all kinds of different combinations for the different kind of cuts that you want. Okay, we can have just slices, more like a French fry cut, and we got like julienne cut over here. All kinds of thicknesses. See how you can change the thicknesses and all the dials. So many different possibilities. This will save you so much time in the kitchen. I just love this. So this is the other thing that's really amazing, and I was talking about little kids being able to help you. Usually with a mandolin, they can be pretty dangerous, right? The ones that the blades are exposed. You really got to watch your fingers around them. With this one, the blade is completely where you can't touch it, or you can't get to it. So it's awesome for little people to help you out in the kitchen. All right, so this is the hopper part, and it just clicks on. So you can see it clicks on right there. We are just going to quickly put our pepper through here. You're just going to be amazed at how quickly this happens. Just go ahead. Oops, we got to unlock the handle. All right. See how fast that is? How fast that happened, right? So quick. I like that it cuts up the pepper into fairly, I've got it set not super thin, but not super thick either, because I want everybody to get a piece of pepper who wants some. Just gonna put our red one in there. It'll kind of stick around there. All right, so you can imagine this, right, for French fries. It's amazing for French fries. So awesome. And it gets it done so quickly. So let's talk about cleanup too. This is all completely dishwasher safe. You can put this whole kit and caboodle right in the dishwasher. Awesome, right? All right, so let's see if I got my onions. Oh yeah, that's gonna fit in the hopper just right. Awesome. All right, so now we're putting our onion in there. Beautiful purple onion. I do love purple onions. This one I think I put in just a little bit different, so we have just a little bit different kind of slices. That kind of cut it up in smaller pieces than what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking when I put it in there. So this will be a little bit thicker slices, or longer I should say. All right, so we got our onion cut up now. Did you see how fast that was? So quick, right? So you have time to do other things in the kitchen. That's what I love about so many of our Pampered Chef tools, is that it helps you save time in the kitchen, right? So you can get around the table and enjoy it with your family. All right, so let's talk about another really awesome tool that you can have in your kitchen. The nesting bowls. There are 3 of them. These are in constant use in my kitchen. I think the smallest one is in the dishwasher. My girls love to cook, and these are always their go-to bowls to do any sort of cooking. I love them because they are plastic. You don't have to worry about them getting chipped or broken. I love them because they have this non-skid bottom part where they, they'll stay put as you're mixing and whatnot. So I think for this, we're going to use the bigger one, right? We're going to put our vegetables into our bowl. Alrighty. Put our vegetables in there. And also in the recipe is about 10 ounces of tomatoes, cherry tomatoes. So we're going to just put those in there whole. I got some people who aren't huge fans. You could slice them in half, but this will make it easier for my pickier eaters to go ahead and take them out. Let's talk about another really great little gadget to have in your kitchen. I love this. This is called the oil and vinegar dispenser. Isn't it gorgeous? I just love it. It's got these little measurements here. And what you do is you pump it on the sides to get the amount that you want. There are measurements of a teaspoon, 1, 2, and 3. Of course, and it also has mLs. Great little tool to have on your countertop. I love it because it's so attractive. That's one of the things that I love about so many of our Pampered Chef tools, that they are pleasing to the eye. There's something that you want to have on your kitchen, right? So I'm just gonna pump this up a couple more times. Okay, there we go. All I need is about a tablespoon. So we're putting a tablespoon of oil. I'm using olive oil, right? Because it's Italian, right? So we gotta do something Italian. Now this swerves a little off the path of Italian. We're gonna do this great seasoning. Actually, let's see here. Yes, we're gonna use the Chipotle seasoning. I love this. You could also use everything but the pizza, but I really like the smokiness of the Chipotle. Italians would probably just use salt and pepper, but that's okay. They'll forgive us, I'm sure. All right, so how many? It goes 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of Chipotle seasoning. So yes, it's gonna be so tasty. I love this stuff. It's so great on chicken. Delicious on chicken. Let's see here. So got it. Another tablespoon. Alrighty. Got that in there. And now we are going to, I forgot to grab a spatula. I have a drawer full of beautiful Pampered Chef spatulas. Our spatulas are the best, or scrapers. I grew up in a house where we called these spatulas. What I love about our spatulas is that they are so flexible. I also love that this is one piece. This does not come off, so you don't have any chance of getting cookies in there. If you have one in your drawer that's not Pampered Chef, that it comes apart, I dare you to go and take it apart and take a look at what's hiding in there. It's pretty gross. So that's what I love about these. They also will not discolor. It's great. All right, so, and we have so many different sizes, and I have them all, and sometimes I've got duplicates of some of the sizes because they get so much use that I like to have more than one. Okay, so we're just giving these a little stir, right? So what do we have in here? We have our red pepper, our green pepper, our onion. We got our cherry tomatoes in there. We have a tablespoon of oil and 2 tablespoons of the Chipotle seasoning. I wish you could smell it. It already smells delicious. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put our beautiful vegetables on our pan. Get them all out of there. That's what I love about the scrapers, is that it allows you to get everything out. All right, and we just kind of want to swizzle everything around here real good. And then we're going to take our Italian sausages, about 5 links. I just got the straight up Italian. If you like really spicy, you could get hot. I do like the hot ones myself, but my children are not huge fans of the hot, so I'm getting the cold, just the regular ones today. And that's all you do. You just kind of put your sausages in there amongst the vegetables, kind of make sure that everything's kind of in an even level, or an even layer, excuse me. All right, so now all we're gonna do is we are going to pop these in the oven, and they are going to cook about 25 minutes. I will be coming back after I grab these out of the oven, and we'll make a sandwich. But for now, I'm just gonna pop them in there. And I don't know about you, but I always have to set a timer because I'm always doing a bunch of different things. And so if I don't set a timer, I will forget about it. The other thing that I wanted to do was to make a little bit of sauce. And again, we're kind of veering off from the true Italian sausage and peppers, but I'm sure that they will, again, forgive us for ad-libbing a little bit. I don't know about you, but I love sauce. I love sauce on things. So this sauce that we're making today is about a 1/3 cup of ranch dressing. Gonna use this great little tool. How many of you have one of these? We've been selling these forever, for a long time. I love them because you can do sticky things like corn syrup, like peanut butter, like molasses, like Crisco, anything that's thick you can put in there and you know, measure it out and just pop it right in, scrape it off with a scraper. So easy. You don't have to, like, you know, sit there and scrape all your goodies out of your container, but it also serves as liquid too. So it's dual purpose. It's a great thing to have in your camper. So we are looking for the 1/3 mark. Oh, 1/3, there we go. And I'm hoping that my kids left me enough ranch dressing, because I don't know about your house, but my house, they eat a whole lot of ranch dressing. Yes, we do. Okay, and it looks like I have just enough. Just enough. All right, put the cat back on there, put that aside. And so watch this. Whoop. Nice, huh? So nice. And I forgot to get the scraper out, so we're gonna grab another scraper. I've got a lot in my drawer. I'm not even kidding you when I say that. I've got like 6 of these in my drawer. And then in the sauce, we are also going to go ahead and put 1 more tablespoon. I love this little tool. How many of you have these? We have the teaspoon and the tablespoon. Another great thing to have in your camper because it does save a lot of space. All kinds of different measurements up from a tablespoon, and then different measurements for teaspoons. So you get all in one. So all the way back is a tablespoon. So we are going to just, oh, and that would be my dog. Hazel, shh. Somebody's getting home. So all we're gonna do is go ahead and give that a mix. And we're going to use that as a sauce on our sandwiches. Okay, I'm going to pause now and come back when I have the sausage and peppers and onions out of the oven, and we'll go ahead and make a sandwich. See you soon.